Welcome to Fresh Talk News Channel. Today, we dive into the latest updates. According to UK government sources, the UK played a key role in helping Ukraine and the US reach an agreement on a proposed ceasefire deal with Russia. Ukrainian President Zelensky has expressed his readiness to accept an immediate 30-day ceasefire but emphasized that it is up to the US to convince Russia to agree. This comes after talks in Saudi Arabia. The BBC has learned that over the past week, a coordinated European effort, led by Sir Keir Starmer, has been underway to restore positive relations between the US and Ukraine. Sir Keir hailed this as a remarkable breakthrough and called it an important moment for peace in Ukraine. So far, Russia has not responded to the ceasefire proposal. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio stated that the ball is now in their court. Following the announcement, the Trump administration revealed it would reinstate military aid to Ukraine and resume intelligence sharing with Kyiv. This comes after a sudden halt in cooperation following a dispute between Donald Trump and Zelensky in the Oval Office. UK sources report that last week, the Prime Minister's National Security Advisor, Jonathan Powell, collaborated with his US counterpart Mike Waltz, along with German and French officials, to develop a ceasefire plan and outline potential next steps. Over the weekend, Powell traveled to Kyiv to meet with Zelensky and assist in drafting a written proposal. This proposal included a temporary pause in fighting, followed by confidence-building measures such as a prisoner-of-war exchange, the return of Ukrainian children taken by Russia, and the release of civilians. The proposal was agreed upon by both Ukraine and the US, setting the stage for Tuesday's discussions in Saudi Arabia. After talks between White House and Ukrainian officials in Saudi Arabia, Sir Keir congratulated both parties on the agreement, urging everyone to redouble our efforts to secure a lasting peace deal for Ukraine. He stated, as both the American and Ukrainian delegations have said, the ball is now in Russia's court. Russia must agree to a ceasefire and an end to the fighting. Meanwhile, Trump told reporters that US officials would discuss the deal with Moscow either late Tuesday or Wednesday, as he aimed to get this show on the road. On Saturday, Sir Keir will host a phone call with leaders he has dubbed the Coalition of the Willing to discuss peacekeeping efforts aimed at deterring Russian President Vladimir Putin from launching future incursions into Ukraine. Those joining the call are ready to help bring an end to this war in a just and permanent way, allowing Ukraine to enjoy its freedom, he said. One goal of the European teams working behind the scenes has been to shift the spotlight onto Russia. Does it truly want peace? A UK source commented, the ball is firmly in Russia's court. Will they reciprocate and stop the fighting to allow serious negotiations for a lasting peace, or will they continue to harm innocent civilians? Since Russia invaded Ukraine just over 3 years ago, hundreds of thousands of people, mostly soldiers, have been killed or injured on both sides. Millions of Ukrainian civilians have fled as refugees. Russia's attacks on Ukraine continue, with Ukrainian authorities confirming a missile strike in President Zelensky's hometown of Kryvyi Rih, which killed one person, and an attack on a cargo ship in Odessa, which killed 4 Syrian nationals and damaged port infrastructure and grain storage facilities. Thanks for watching Fresh Talk News Channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more news and updates.